Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on last year's national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So TCU's offense takes the field for the first time today. They say Horned Frogs can shoot blood out of their eyes, and they were seeing red and absolutely annihilated the Bears the last time they saw them.
Absolutely, and they were ticked off, and it's something that's been talked about for a long time. This revenge has been sitting. It's been stewing. It should be boiling inside of them how bad they got beat down last time they faced this squad.
And social media just blew up after that TCU blowout win. Right there, fans were shooting venom online at Baylor and at everybody else. That really raised their confidence. So you know Baylor's ticked off coming into this one.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Horned Frogs will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snags it over the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. The screen, he can go. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it at the 15. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Kelly. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
There he goes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Rides to back and leaves it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the back over the middle. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Kelly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got his man. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy.
Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Dead center perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They're working that left side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Vaughn. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Claiborne. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Vaughn. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Jones. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Finds his target down the middle. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Back to pass. Punch it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, but just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the...
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Smashes through the tackle. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots, keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Bears are rolling down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wants to go up top on first down. Release to the back. Got a man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.